Hey everybody, so this is a bit of a strange update. It's kind of one of those unasked for life updates. I've been getting a lot of questions lately. Put in this map, when are we updating to 1.16, all that stuff. And I just want to recap people on things. This isn't a response to being frustrated per se at the questions, but more of like, okay, maybe, I should say more than just, I'm slow at things on the updates page. So right now, and I know I've said this many times before, if you look on the Trello board, there's a lot of stuff happening. If you go all the way to the right, you have each of the worlds and the different things on the worlds. I know factions kind of slowed down. A few people have stopped playing, but hopefully that doesn't discourage everyone from totally ditching the worlds. There are some suggestions that I want to get on there. Shop updates, spawners. I realize that my plugin doesn't have support for those. There are some issues with Townie, a lot of issues with Townie that I want to get resolved. Creative has some cool things to fix. Mainly, I want to get working with plot downloading. Minigames. OITC has some issues. Build My Thing development has started, but it hasn't been worked on for probably about a week now. Some Discord suggestions that will definitely be put in place. But that's everything that I am wanting to do in the next week or so. I know I said that 2 weeks ago. Two things. One, this is getting hard. It was very easy at the start of the summer because my priorities were kind of all over the place. And I was really enthusiastic about working on Oink, and I still am. But I've taken on a lot more projects. There's those main videos that I'm working on, taking a much deeper dive into drawing and guitar and music that I thought I would. And so my time is becoming more allotted to these things as opposed to Oinkcraft. And the reason why I say this is becoming harder is partially because of that, but also because, and this was something that really hit me when I was making Build My Thing and writing an arena function for the 5th or 6th time, is that it's less of a challenge. I'm active on Discord, as everyone knows, and I love the community management part of everything. I don't think I'll ever get sick and tired of that. I've been doing that for years. I now do it in a few different positions, and that's my favorite part of my position at Oinkcraft. But when it comes to development, I hate saying that it's boring, but it is boring. There's only so much you can do in Minecraft and stuff, and so the mini games right now are the main thing I love to work on because it has some aspects of game design. But Build My Thing really just sucked a lot of things out of me when I was writing the arena code again. I still have every intention to get working on that again, but I think I need to focus on the board clearing, and I'm pointing at my Trello board here. That'll slowly roll out. I wanted to have one big update, but I think instead I'm going to have Townie update and then work on creative things. Creative update, work on factions thing. Factions update. All in all, the main reason that things are so slow, the main reason spawners haven't come out yet, the main reason that Super Pick still has the issues it does in Townie, the reason why plot downloading isn't working is because these tasks are in this fantastic middle ground between, it's right between easy to do and difficult to do. And it's this area where it's like, all right, I in my head can, I already know 80% of how I'm going to go down this road. Then I think about having to sit down and do it, and it's just like, sluggish work in a sense. I took the weekend off Discord to kind of help reset. This week has been helpful in terms of just kind of resetting on that front and just not doing it at all. So I can to have a fresh perspective on it again. Kind of an over explanation, but this time I'm not going to say that I didn't have the time. In a sense, I did. But I've been allocating that to other things. And when I have the free time, 5, 6 p.m. comes along and I've worked on all this other stuff. I don't want to sit down and work on this bug. It's just like, I have to say it. That's the answer. That's the main reason why I've been so slow with things. Zaf's doing a whole permission kind of restructuring, I should say. So that's kind of fun. I wanted to donate about $60 to a fund relevant to, what is happening in the world right now. At the end of June, I had all these top picks, and then I went through, and some of them didn't accept PayPal. Then the one that didn't accept our account for some reason. I'm still trying to figure it out because I want to do it 2 months in a row, but I'm going to do like mid-July. We're going to be donating some funds there. When it comes to 1.16, mid-August, plugins aren't quite up to par yet with the new updates. A lot of them have been updated. A lot of them will already work without needing to be explicitly updated to 1.16, but Plot Squared is apparently functional. Fast Async World Edit has said they're going to get there maybe early August, and I don't want to rush things. So with the 1.16 update, right off the top of my head, I can say that the entire factions world will be resetting. We'll have a similar economy to the one we did this time with adjustment to items such as Ender Pearls that were kind of overpowered in the beginning. I think we did a pretty good job, and largely because the shop was so small, and so some people like Cairo have made some really good suggestions of what to add in the shop. And spawners, we're going to hopefully be able to release them in the shop pretty soon. I need to figure out a whole different system for buying spawners because I don't want to edit what I have now. It's just too complicated. Tedious, but I pretty much already know how to do it in my head, sort of thing, like I was talking about earlier. So that's for factions. Factions will totally reset. When it comes to Townie, I know a lot of people have started moving stuff out of the Nether already. Good. The Townie Nether will reset. 100%. Overworld will not reset. The End might reset. I doubt it, but if it's something people are interested in, let me know. We can do like a community poll. Creative won't be affected. And parkour, you know, once I get all this board cleaning stuff out of the way, there's like 4 OATC maps queued up, so I think I'll get those to be released in like one every week once I get the board cleaned up. Important comment about the Trello board, because this has come up from many different people lately. I really appreciate people reminding me stuff, and I don't mean that sarcastically. The reason why I have the Trello board, you know, you don't need to remind me something is on the Trello board because I know what's on there. I check the Trello board daily. I use Trello for several different projects. The Trello board is there so I can forget about the problems, and when I sit down and say, all right, you know what? I'm gonna spend this next hour on Oinkcraft things, I look at the Trello board and say, okay, I'm gonna do that right now. Hopefully that makes sense. So if something is on the Trello board, I promise that I'll get to it. It might not be soon, so I just wanted to say that about the Trello board because I think that's an overall comment that's important when people remind me about things. It's why we have the Issues and Reports channel. Really quick thing about reporting online players. We had a pretty big issue with some hackers and some trollers, pretty much, players coming on, trying to spam the server, whatever. That wave's pretty much gone now. Thank you to the mods for being online for that. That was a huge help. When you report players for something, please don't DM me directly. I'm always online Discord, but 99% of the time, that does not mean I'm going to be able to hop in game. On the main Discord server, you know, tag a moderator and say, hey, this player's online, and post your screenshot there, right? If it's something private that shouldn't be shared, then, you know, then you can DM me, maybe DM an online moderator because they might be able to get on. Long story short, don't DM me about the issues. It's much easier and much better to DM the whole, you know, staff group because I don't always check Discord. I don't have my desktop notifications turned on. And yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say for this quick update. I am sorry that things are taking so long. My head is in so many different spaces that doing the easy tedious stuff is just kind of saps me of my energy a little bit. And I'm always online Discord, but I'm not always in the game. I know that. It's been a thing for a while. Regardless, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you can understand the whole thing about the reminders, the Trello board, why I'm not so consistent with these. Like, you know, I did factions in a week, but the purpose for factions was so much stronger than this board cleaning is, right? Apparently really easy for me to finish a project and then forget to update it. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, join us at play.redstoneoinkcraft.com. Have a good one, and as always, don't forget to stay awesome.